Great and beautiful morning and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this moment. Welcome to 240 edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Sorry, 340, not 200, 340 edition of Investdata Trading Academy with Ambrose. Yes, the market across the globe have opened on a positive note ahead of global economic data here and there. Food for me is a good one, but locally here, coming back to see what is happening on NGS, I think that the market is on the, already on the what we call a distribution phase. We are seeing profit taking activities in the market right here on NGS. African market is mixed. We're looking for what is happening in Asia market because of the expectation of global economic data this week, especially as all eyes are on U.S. Consumer Price Index that's going to be in the market, any moment from Wednesday. All eyes are still on the industrial report on Friday, and I've also written say these are global data that are going to reflect on the market. Yes, we saw last week that the service sector data release from US also show good expansion, which is good, almost the best so far in the last month. It's a good sign that support growth. But what is the matter at this point is that every market players across the globe are really not confident of what's going to happen or what's likely to happen. Not confident, but looking forward to see what will the Fed be doing in the next Fed meeting, and also what will ECB be doing. Yes, we are seeing that some missed data in terms of inflation cooling down across the globe. But what is happening in the commodity market? Also looking at oil price, despite that is pulling down this pullback this morning. That you can see that also the oil price trading above $90 is also a sign that another wave of inflation is underway. These are the things that is also driving this sentiment we are seeing. But it's a good one that market is opening on international market on a positive note. We are seeing it in Asia, despite the weak data emerging from China. But we are seeing that because of expectation that all these markets are looking up. In Europe, we are seeing the same trend in Europe and also in US. But the good thing is that the expectation of investor will determine where it will swing to. Good one that is starting the week on a positive note, but the outcome or the data that will come from of inflation, these are fresh data also. Like this inflation was a fresh one to see with the position because of the war. The meeting in September, already by next week, we'll see where the policy meeting will be having, and also ECB and other. But also, as we speak right away now, we look at this market also, we can tell that the global market is really what is also supporting this oscillation. And when we are seeing that increasing the volatility anywhere in the market, it creates opportunity to buy, but it will help those that understand how to use their technical analysis to know exactly what to do. Yes, if you understand when the price of stocks are going up, and I said in this class that it is when you see consistent trend that can jump, but not one day up, one day high. We have seen that in mature market, we have seen that trend of oscillation one day up, one day down. But this week starting on a positive note, for me it's a good one. But we want to see the trend before we can jump into position. That is why looking at your chart is very, very key. Even when economic data are driving sentiment, you must look at what the chart, how is the response, how is the reaction to this data is going to be. These are the things that will guide a lot of market traders as to speak now. Like I said, that we're also seeing that next week, like this week now, we expect to see Brazil releasing their world, the consumer price index, also from Argentina, and also EU decision so on Thursday this same week. You can see that these are the things we expect. Like I told you earlier that on Wednesday we expect to see US releasing their consumer price index, and also as we also expect to see on Thursday retail sale data, and industrial production also will come. Data will come on Friday. If you look at what is also happening in in this zone, especially in that zone of European zone and Asia zone, I said that Brazil was expect to see also this same week again on Tuesday tomorrow. Brazil to release their consumer price index, and also Argentina and ECB will also be meeting this week for what for decision. They want to take decision on what on rate. Are they going to continue? But I tell you, if as all eyes and what's going to happen by Fed, this is going to do a market either good or bad. Because if the Fed is done with their meeting and there's a pause, fine. Also, I don't expect any cut from any of the policy meeting they're going to have for pause or another hike is what all that. But if there's a pause or who we need to call it, it will be ignored. But from the comment we're hearing from the they hear from the Fed President William suggests that policy policy is also in a good shape, place to determine what the economy. But they are also looking at what at the economic data, and which is also in a very important at this point. And that's why all this week, I think the market was late more because as data are coming, going to show signal also point direct to what Fed will be doing. If also they are starting another hike again, or they want to also start coming down because of what data we are seeing. But I think it will do the global economy good because even as we speak now, the global economy is not as strong as forecast at the beginning of the year. We are still seeing that signal of what of recession. But if because the two biggest economy in the world, which is China and the China and the US, we are seeing that their data is still also missed as we speak now. That means we have to also play with caution when it comes to that position. And if they continue to hike rate again, that will be a kind of for me to be another problem for the global economy. That's why we are seeing all these things going up, to guide sentiment. Even the ECB meeting, the US, all of them are just to guide the investor sentiment, and that's why you must keep your eyes on this meeting and their outcome, and also hard market is reacting to all this information as they are hitting the market, because it will go a long way to shape the direction where funds will flow into. That's why sentiment is key when we are taking investment decision. Even when we are thinking, you must know what is really driving the market right away. If that also help you to know exactly what to do in the market at any given time. For me, there is no cause for anyone to shake, but rather invest with knowledge and keep your eyes what on the market. Yes, good one. If you look at what is happening in the US now, I think that the US stock market also, like I said, it's already in green this morning, extending again, and it made the towards the end of last week, and also you see an investor also looking forward to see the data that we're expecting, the fresh economic data or news also coming days to come. Like I said, Wednesday we start seeing them. A lot of Asia market, the same thing. These are the things that's shaping the market right now. There's no cause for alarm, like I always say, because it will give you an insight. IPO also is on the also eyeing some IPO, to provide more information for people to know how to also diversify at this point. Like I said, that crude oil price is likely, still above $90, but has slowed down now as we speak now because of what stronger dollar and fear of the weak global demand. These are the things away from like stock like Charm, stock like Transact, and also consumer computer warehouse group. We need to that is a CWG, and also Omatech is still there, but these are penny stock. We need to also look at your portfolio and see, because the future of where we're going, you need to also factor in, because I tell you, any payment platform that is that is doing well was not to save money, because anywhere in the world we're seeing that government are going, having e-government now, e.com, all this is going to have an impact. And also to boost revenue, we see that government will start plugging in to all this one so that it will give some direction where the market is also going. I believe that is why I say I should just share that one. But let's quickly look at what is happening in our own market right away. Before we look at the latest result that hit the market this morning, we saw Zenith Bank releasing a half-year result, and the market are yet to react to that result. And also, you ask yourself why, even when they are paying almost the same what GT paid, market have yet to react to the result. And I'll tell you what is happening in the market now. When I said earlier that our market is on the distribution phase, still we can say distribution or consolidation, and most of the market are also having that consolidation range. But we are seeing some yet to break out, but good ones that are open positive across the globe. But here, even though our market is also on that consolidation range, but it's not open on a positive note compared to what we are seeing in the mature economy. And here we are seeing more earnings coming to the market. Today, I think that Zenith Bank have released their second half result, and we are seeing that sellers are hitting the market want to take profit, and which I said earlier that profit taking is part of the market. And also when the market have broken the peak of 2008, and we are seeing that the material shift in terms of index. What we are seeing, I'm not surprised, but I'll tell you, it won't last. information also change the direction. But this is time for you to look at which sector are you keen in and which stock are you positioning. These are very, very key things that you should look at. It's not just only investing. You must also invest to where you see that there's stability, and also where you can also take advantage of what of a sentiment and make money from the market. It is we are all in the market to make money. Nobody is here to watch no film. For that, you must take advantage of information shared and also act on it so that you can also be in profit for what you are seeing. But I tell you, market will not remain up direction. Don't be panicked that we are seeing a profit taking activity today. And also, if you look at also number of stocks that are that chart of profit taking, you can see the high cap stocks are still there. And this is also that push the market to this level. And what you do is exercise patience and watch the market with what? With knowledge, and also know what you want to do. Don't panic out of the position. Let your stop loss and also your profit target and also your buy rate. Let all this guide you, because I tell you that anybody that's trading market, whether you are an investor, you're a trader, you must have a goal, you must have a plan, and when you trade your plan, you manage all this all this market oscillation. You know the right time to jump in, and like I said, trend must be there for you to see that established trend, but you can also more look at the volume in the market also at the same time. But if you look at the market right away now, down here to Nigeria, NGS, we're seeing that the market has broken down the strongest support level of 68,000, which is another stability point. Below it now, we're seeing that the market is doing 67,689.48. Market is down, with 453.38, down almost by what 0.68, which is almost 0.7% in the red, to speak. And also, if you look at the market breadth is negative, right? We were seeing 28 stocks in the red and just 13 also on the gainer chart. Yes, we want to look at those stocks on the gainer on the user chart. On the other, we are seeing that the e-transact is losing 1 naira, at the at the 9 naira right away now. Followed by Learn Africa. Learn Africa, who are not surprised that Learn Africa this morning was adjusted by what? Adjusted by 25 coupon full dividend they pay for the year ended March 31st, 2023, and that is what we call a price adjustment for for Learn Africa. We are seeing a profit taking also still hit a cheap PLC even when all eyes are still on the entry dividend. We are seeing profit taking. Also, ABC Transport, I'm not surprised of that profit taking, and that of what? That of Unity Bank. Unity Bank posted also a negative result for for half year. And if you look at all the financial results that are in the market, look at the banking sector, and then this is the only bank who have seen that posted negative. I'm not surprised. A bank that has almost 274 billion negative shareholder fund. I don't see anything. Even when they try to price that to move, even though they say somebody is picking another, I tell you, no bank want to acquire such bank, and for them to remain on that 274 billion net dividend is not possible. Even what they want to do financial accounting engineering, it's not possible because shareholder negative or even more than what some banks are. For me, you have to know investors to be very careful. The price comment down, I'm not surprised. It has moved or no. That's why if you are trading or investing, look at what is behind there. People say that yes, fundamental is not important. It is important when there is sentiment and you didn't work with that sentiment and take your profit as at when the market might go against you, especially when they start looking at what is behind this movement. Also, like Unity Bank, I'm not surprised what I've seen right this morning. Then if you look at also on the gainer chart, yes, I said they are 13. Owando is leading that pack this morning. Owando has crossed 8 naira to around 8 naira 45 kobo, meaning almost 10%, 9.7, followed by police microfinance, which was I told you earlier, issuing a license for work for commercial banking. Then we're seeing UPDC REITs, which is the real estate investment, and ROTC Briscoe, and also Resta. These are the top gainers for this hour. And if you go back to see the volume traded so far, we are seeing a good volume in UBA. But this volume is not a positive, but we are seeing a volume of almost 23.6 million shares. And while the stock are pulled back from 15 naira, I saw this morning to around 14.50. Then followed by transport. Transport is doing 6.50 right away. I also traded 10.3 million shares at the speak right away. Sorry, 18.3 million shares right away. Zenith Bank 36.70, 16.28 million shares. Access Corp 17 naira flat, 15.5 million, and also Unity Bank also 1 naira 21 kobo, 13 million shares. These are the top volume at this hour. But quickly look at the result that came from Zenith Bank before we go into our chart. This number, look at this number. For me, it's a good number, and it shows consistency in this bank. This is a bank I will tell you, since I joined the market even before now, for the past data we have seen, this is a bank that have grown their earnings on quarterly basis since they listed on the exchange. Even though it's 1%, I have not seen Zenith Bank since the listed on the exchange, posting a decline. That decline I saw was around 6%. The decline. The next quarter, they changed. It was a general thing for that period. But this company has maintained that consistency, and for me, it's a good one for this company. For those that follow Zenith Bank in terms of value, dividend payment, they have good, created words for what for shareholders. And this number coming also is a pointer where this bank is going, toward the end of the year. Really, at the end of the year, where we get to expect a good dividend. If we're already seeing a 50.3 dividend from most of the first-tier banks, especially GT Code and Zenith Bank, it gives insight to what we're likely to see, because any per share is almost, as at Q2, we're seeing the earning almost hitting 10 naira, and price have not reflected this. We know that here is one of thing for general bank result because of what FS gain, which will not be repeated itself, in Q3. But you can look at the most important thing where banks make money. Look at the interest income of these banks. Oh, we have seen almost a 90% growth in their interest income because of what continue to high interest rate. Look at also their trading income for this bank. It has improved. And knowing that this TB market that was seeing improvement in yield, where the banks play most, and I see this place where this bank were making money. For me, this bank also going to sustain this impressive earnings till end of the year. Yes, this second half year, because of the new policy, have boosted this number, which we have report. Look at the Senate one. Senate one, they make provision for this. Others are converting it to like profit, like an addition. But Senate Bank has also like factor in even tomorrow it come down into their work, into their book. We need to look at it, but I see that this number is what we also comment a good one. Look at the gross earnings move from 404.96 billion to 967.26 billion, representing 139 percent up in the green. And yes, I know it's an exceptional movement because of all the, but when you see a top line going up, it's a good sign of business. And this is almost no more than getting to a trillion in terms of activities on the top line. Gross earnings for me is said it's a good one for Zenith Bank, which is also good for shareholders in that company. PAT moved from 111.41 billion to 291.73 billion, representing 162% up in the green. Now this translates to a EPS of 9 naira 30 kobo against 3 naira 55 kobo. You can see the huge improvement in earnings. That's also translate to a dividend of 50 kobo against 30 kobo in 20. That means represent about 66.7% growth in payout. But the good thing is that if you look at the profit margin of this bank, and I tell you why profit margin is good in analysis, that it gives you tell you how prudent these companies, these banks or companies are, and also what they use. How many nairas would they use also to in every 1 naira they spend, what is being retained as what as profit. For Zenith Bank now, from the earnings we are seeing here, in every 1 naira about 30 kobo is retained as profit. If that is sustained, that means at the end of the year, with this 4 naira 450 dividend, even at 4 naira flat to make it 450 is possible at the end of the year. That means the price we are seeing on the stock below 40 naira, for me, look attractive for those that are still present. For long-term investor, we need to also look at for trader. Let's look at how it goes. But I believe that for those that are looking for income, income investor, pensioners, I think these are companies that you should look, because they are consistent in their dividend payment. It's a good one. And for me, the profit margin moved from 27.51 in 2022 to 30.2% for 2023. Ended June 30th, 2023. For me, it's a good one. That also need to also factor this in terms of your analysis, because it tells you how prudent the bank is in terms of managing their costs. This is a good one for Zenith Bank, and we'll do more of this analysis in our next meeting, so that you can get it. But I believe that this are giving an insight what you expect from me. For those that are looking for dividend, stock, I think these are where you also pitch your tent, because this banking sector are consistent, and it's a good way for us to go in terms of those that are looking for where to position for dividend income, because they are doing high dividend payout. If you look at the top high dividend paying companies in Nigeria, there are 3 banks that are there. This is Zenith Bank, Access and what, and GT Code. Others are life of Boa, Dangote, Stepler, Airtel, MTN. But I tell you, these 3 banks that are there shows that what the kind of payment they are doing. We're looking forward to see the return from UBA and that of assets that are standing now. Now that Zenith Bank are hit the market, let's see also how the market react. But any pullback in this banking stock, no, it's also an opportunity because this was going to impact their dividend yield, knowing that we're already in a yield environment where funds looking for where there's a higher yield and also where there's also lesser risk. And even when I think calculated risk, I believe that that was going to go fund want to move around in the market looking for where there is opportunity. This is for the for the result of Zenith Bank. But quickly go on to what is happening live in the market because of our time. If you look at what is happening here, this is where we should look at. I said this is what market is making higher, but now market is trending. We're seeing a big candlestick down here, and this is a red candlestick telling what there is sell off already in the market. So people are taking profit already. You can see that we're having a trending all this one after this candlestick. You can see for almost 30 to 4 trading days, we are seeing the market moving what in a sideways before pullback. I told you last time that the strong support level after the market have broken the peak here into 2008 peak and all those so this level, that the next support level will be at 67,400 and 458, where is market now. Until one market break this day down, we now know yes, market has confirmed what a decline. As still at this range now, we see the market at a different phase. Once you take out this candlestick here, that will confirm a break market on the downside. I mean, I call it a markdown or a decline phase there. But it's good to know the phase for the market so that we guide you what to do. Because in different phase, how to apply different strategy, also see the sentiment of the people in the market. Right away, we want to call up our indicators to guide us. I tell you that our T line serve as what serve as our resistance and support level, and that's why it's very very important. Despite that, it helps us to filter the noise in the market. It also gives us a good insight what to do that is happening in the market at that particular time. That's why you need us to look at it very well when you are looking at what you are looking at the when we are looking at your T line. Sorry, I clicked on that thing. Let's go back to the T line now, which is the 8 days moving average exponential. We need to go back there. Okay, it's on now. Look at money flow, where the money flow going. It's very very key again, and also what our market doing this morning. You can use another one, but we want to see what is behind the momentum right away. Yes, quick one. We change our to 8 days moving average exponential. Yes, if you can see that, if you can see very well at this point now that the market is resting on the T line. Once it confirm a breakdown, that will tell you that yes, the market has entered a decline phase entirely, and it has crossed down the T line on any time frame. And any time frame, it tells you that market is also on what weak at that particular time. If the market is weak at that particular time, it helps to let you know that if market is weak, you need to understand why the market is weak, so that at the end of the day, you'll be able to know what to do as a trader or investor. Don't just position for position's sake. You know why you're in a stock. Even when we are seeing a decline in the market, you need to know what is driving the decline. It's fun leaving for another position. Now, so that last week we saw that the yield in the treasury bill also a slide down. Will phone be looking for that? You need to ask yourself, is it what is going on in terms of investigation in CBN? What is that? Is the number coming? You must understand why the market is for me, I said market is done on what on profit taking activities. Market are rally, the amount of profit taking, which is part of our market. Look at already we already ended the last month of the last quarter, which will have less than 3 weeks to cross to the earning season month, which is the month of October. These are things that if price pull back now, who stock will be buying, and that's why for those that are yet to register, but I'm happy the way people are also rushing to to register for the market for the common master class. An opportunity that you'll see market pulling back. That tells us that stock that want to enter, you're going to buy at a good price. So as a result of seeing the market, you also be smiling to the bank. You must understand the trend. Also, because market have broken out the strong resistance level before now, and expect that it pullback. This pullback is opportunity to understand whether to continue or not. And if also when you are seeing some of a bearish divergence, in the chart, it also tell you that you have to also understand, because when the market was trying to transcend at this point, we are seeing that already the MACD is also looking down. Why the market? But like I said, the two are looking in the same direction. For me, that means this also a bearish divergent, we can call it in the market. Also, if you look at your money flow is already looking down here on your chart. You can see the blue line looking down. Fund also, why is funny when people are taking profit? Doesn't mean that is the end of the market, but market creates support. So this oscillation up and down that creates. Now, when market was like trending, we were looking for now that it pulled back. This when market is up or down, that even the stockbrokers and other players can make more. A market that is like trending, it doesn't make money for anybody in the market, both the players and all. But now that it's pulling back, it's opportunity for people to buy. So when you go up, they sell. That's why you must put your eyes on the chart, because every sentiment you are seeing is reflected what activities, psychology, news are on the chart already on the candlestick. That's why standing also studying your candlestick is also a good thing in technical analysis. For me, there's no cause for alarm. Let me look at the 15 minutes chart before we now go to 1 hour chart. 15 minutes chart is very, very important. I want to look at it. On 15 minutes, you can see that the market is already, telling that this market is already on the distribution level, profit taking, and market. You can see that it has broken down. You can see the last 15 minutes, you can see how many candles it has formed. It has broken down the T line, and money flow is flat here, around 48. It has not gone down, and also market has performed a bearish trend. For this, a bearish MACD. For me, these are the things we look at. But quickly look at the 1 hour chart again for the market. On the 1 hour chart, we're seeing that for the last two candlesticks, like I can tell, has broken down the market. That confirms a bearish trend, and also money flow is looking down already to reach 40, and MACD is bearish. You can see for yourself that the histogram we're seeing is the downside, not on the one. You see it up here that is bullish. Down here, it is bearish, and you can see that it's even the bearish on the 1 hour chart is increasing compared to what we saw last trading day on Friday. These are the things that the market is experiencing, kind of profit taking and sell off right now to create opportunity for people to buy. But watch your position and also keep your eyes in the market. There's no cause for alarm. This is time because we are entering the risk season of the market. That is the timing is very, very important. Do not allow the pullback we are seeing now to send you out of the market, but rather it's time for you to take profit and also position to jump in when you see a stock on a good word, on a good support level. This is what to do right away. It's not a time to run away from the market at all, but rather it's a time for you to make sure that you are positioning in good stocks that has all it takes to support the trend you are expecting. Yes, we quickly go to other stock. We look at what is happening in Owando. These are the major stock that is on the gainer chart now. We'll look at it. What is happening in Owando right away. If the sentiment is strong, these are the things we want to check, that you will know if the sentiment is still strong. From the look of things now, you can see that on the 1 hour chart, you can see that MACD is strongly bullish. You can see that it has crossed the bullish line. It has crossed the signal line here to become blue. You can see it here. Which also the blue line and the red line have showed us. You can see an uptrend here. Money flow is almost 83, mostly 83 right away now. Even when it has pulled back before, you can see it now. You can see that it is a breakout here already from around 790 to 799 to almost 845. You can see this on the 1 hour chart. If you check this stock on the 15 minute chart, the same thing above the T line. We also see that here, even when it's above the T line on the 15 minute, we also seeing sign of also profit taking activities gradually, so that you watch and keep your eyes on the stock. Also, this I see that MACD is also looking down. Why it's going up? This is a sign of also a bearish divergence, but put on a 15 minute chart. You need to confirm this also on a higher time frame, which is the 1 hour. But 1 hour is not telling us such things. 1 hour is also giving us a good indicator that the stock is strong for me. Yes, we quickly look at 5 minute chart to round it up for Wando. On Wando also on 5 minute chart, we're seeing that yes, is trading above the T line. For MACD is giving a sign of what a bearish divergence, even when it is stable on the candle on the price action, but the momentum is also a sign of divergence already, even at the momentum. These are the things we also should look at. Then we look at what is happening in Transcorp again. At this point, we'll look at the Zenith back chart to round it up for today. We'll look at what is happening in Transcorp. See, is the momentum still strong in Transcorp? This 15 minute chart in Transcorp. We have seen that in the last 15 minutes, we have seen a green volume here. We can see that it still can see the green here, but nothing dot here. It's also a good one. You can see it here. And you can see also a good sign we have seen on the 5 minute chart. This is a good sign. Money flow is looking up, and what I'm seeing on the histogram tell me that there's still momentum coming. We are seeing a positive momentum here. You can see that it's ascending or accelerating. Once over across here, you can see the sign we are seeing it down here. The red blue one trying to cross the red one from down. That is a good sign. Good volume. And this 5 minute chart. If you look at what is happening on a 15 minute chart for transport, 15 minute chart for transport, what is happening there? The 15 minute chart for that. 15 minute chart, you can see that 15 minute chart that the stock is also coming up here. Once it also break out the T line, good one. But we are seeing that money flow is flat and also still marginally you can see that it's bearish here. The 15 minute chart. Then quickly look at 1 hour chart for the stock. 1 hour chart is also below the T line. You can see it here, but there's no money flow is looking up slightly. Really around 40.66, and the MACD is okay, slightly also bearish on a 1 hour chart. But let's look at a day chart for the stock. That will give us a position. On a day chart, I'll tell you this stock is strong, but we already see that profit taken and brought it to this level, but flat on the T line now as we speak, and also we are seeing a sign of bearish trend. You can see other lower time frame on a daily chart is also bearish, which we are seeing the sign. If you look at this histogram, nothing that the stock might likely break down this point. That will make the stock more attractive. Anytime you break down this one, you can take that position. But for we traders who must confirm, now it's time for you to take profit there. Why a breakdown here also help you to work to position and when it comes down as a trader. But for those that are thinking medium and long, even at this point, you can still buy position. But for traders, you need to hold on. Let it come down. Take your profit already as a trader. When it comes down, when it reverse and break down up the key line again, you can jump up on jump into the stock. For now, I see that the sign of price trader is there. You can look at this MACD, the way it's going. You shouldn't go bearish, but not bearish yet. But you can see that it's descending down to cross the signal line for that time frame, which is a day time frame. Then quickly look at Zenith Bank to round up the class for today. You must not round up this class without looking at Zenith Bank charts. Let's look at Zenith Bank charts today. Zenith Bank. Not to see how the market is. Look at this a day chart for the stock. Today that it makes result, it pull back. You can see that pull back, try to resist decline. That's why we are seeing this week here and this trade here. Then it has trended for this Y, and then when we are seeing the MACD was still going up. It was recently last 2 days we are seeing that there's a little divergence in momentum and the purpose. Today that the result came, you can see that it went down early before this hour, before result came, try to resist. But let's see how it's going to finish today. But for me, this is not a bad one. Money flow is here above 50 to read 70.3938. For me, strong one. Result is not a bad one. Let's see whether it will turn the stock. For this, for momentum, look at 1 hour chart for Zenith. 1 hour chart said also it's trading below the T line already. Profit taking, you can see it here. If it's not low, you can see that where it has been struggling. You can see flat on the T line before broken down. You can see it here. Money flow reading 15 on a 1 hour chart. Not too good. That means fun. You can see that the bearishness is increasing. You can see how the momentum or the histogram is becoming stronger, going down, increasing in the strike we are seeing here. It said that the momentum is waxing strong on the bearish dimension. Then finally look at the 15-minute chart for Zenith Bank. 15-minute chart for Zenith Bank. You can see it here also below the T line. But one thing is that you can see that the money flow is not looking down, just flat around 49, which is a good one. And this histogram is not increasing or decreasing. But let's try this. We might see at the end of the day where it's going to close. We'll see this is the midday. We still have some trading hour between now and the market close at 2:30. Let's watch the trend. For me, the market open below expectation for Monday and also for this week. But I tell you that Monday trading is always like this, the time that people want to look at. But this afternoon is where we have to see whether they turn around or towards the end of the day. But I tell you, as we are entering closer to the end of the quarter, as from the third week of this month, we start seeing a change ahead of what Q3 number in October. And also don't forget that this is the month we expect to see the FPC meeting to bring an idea. But I tell you what happened in US Fed meeting and that of ECB also be a clue. We have seen that we have started reducing our own hike here from 150 to 100 to 50. The last one was 25. Let's watch and see about the way we are going. And also we expect to see the outcome of the president also or impact of the president and his team marketing Nigeria abroad for investment. And I think that they're coming back to do the needful to address the security issue. It's going to be a turnaround in the economy, but very soon. But I believe that what is happening in the equity space is for us to take advantage right now and expect that the body language or the government and also more policy from the new ministers also give the guideline where the market and the economy is going. On this note, we draw the curtain here and say thank you for your time, and those that are really taking advantage of the discount, I would say kudos to you. But one thing I will tell you that when you take action, those that take action and those that make money. These are two things you know. If you want to make money, you must take action. And this is the time to take action and position, and register for the master class so that you can position early before others start seeing that opportunity. You're going to review what in the coming master class. Yes, the professionals there, you can see them. They are not fit. They understand the market, and also they have way of picking their own stuff. All this will be discussed in that class. I look forward to see you all as the number of attendee or the people that are registered now is increasing. I think they're all taking advantage of the discount. You also should also take advantage of that discount and register and be part of the master class. See you tomorrow and enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.